Hello everyone. Again, this is Mr. Ege. I'm now that second arm is completed, we're going to do the minute arm, and which is slightly different than second arm in size and design, and also mechanical parts as far as mechanical. Even though it is an arm, it has some certain shorter length involved, and I'm going to make it like inches shorter, and then the axle is going to be slightly different. Okay, we want these three arms to be saved as separate, three different parts. So I'm going to getting out of the second arm. Just please remember this is will be supposed to be saved as separate part. Okay, every minute arm, second arm has to be separated. Okay, they should be saved as a separate arm. So you go to File and you click on New and you select the UN English US. This is the inch system template. These are the templates. There are multiple templates, metric templates, English template. This is the inch system and different templates. Okay, we're going to use US template in English format and standard IPT inch system. Click on it, and we're creating a brand new part. Okay, and this is the new part drawing right now in front of you, and we're going to move on to our cursor to plus next to the origin folder on the left side from the browser. Select again YZ plane, click on it, and we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to create a sketch after selecting the plane. Notice that we continuously repeat this process. To create a part, you need to have a plane selected by you first, and then you're going to be selecting sketch option, and then you're going to draw the sketch, and then you're going to extrude it or make it 3D first, okay, in variety of different ways. So this is just multiple times repeated action, and you already learned it. There's no way you can forget about it anymore, okay? So first of all, again, as usual, we need to designate the length of the minute arm. Minute arm is going to be shorter than 6 inches. That's because the second arm was, so minute arms are usually bulkier, okay, and more muscular than second arm. So we're gonna go with the straight line, okay, starting from the center point, okay, and this time we're going to be moving, let's go to the left side instead of right side this time, and this is going to be and I'm pressing my thumb wheel, controlling my screen by thumb wheel. When I press the thumb wheel from top down, okay, I can move my screen left and right. My point of view changes, okay? And when I roll the thumb wheel towards me, I'm zooming in to away from me when I roll it, and that's going to be zoom out. Okay, just those are the things that. So what is the total length? Initially, we used radius, okay, for the second arm length, which is 6 inches. In this case, I'm going to go with only how much? Let's go with the 5 inches. Okay, so I'm going to type 5 and enter. Okay, and if you hit enter again, you end line command, and we're going to continue from here. What is it going to look like? That's that again matter of a design. You need to sit down and think about it, how it's going to work out. But you also need a circle at the center as usual to allocate the axle. Okay. So the circle size of the circle is I'm going to go like approximately 0.5 inches. Like I'm typing 0.5. Enter. Okay, but that's not the axle. Axle is going to be much smaller than that. And there's going to be some extension, and it was a 1 inch extension earlier, and I'm going to choose something different from the center point again, 0.0 point. I'm going to go in the same direction and then type say 0.75. Okay. All right, and enter key. That ends it. So, how do we go from here? Again, it depends on your design. Okay, you can have multiple variable designs, variety of different designs. I have no way of knowing it, so I'm going to go with my own design, and you're you're free. You're welcome to do the same design or different design. I suggest you to be creative about it, okay, and design something that makes sense to you. Let me go with offset. Is I find it very useful command, so I use offset. Okay, and whenever I can, it's a basically copy command. That existing line, I make use out of the existing lines. As I mentioned to you before, this is going to be a bulkier design. Perhaps going to look like a rocket, maybe. Okay. And then sometimes I use the mirror command. Mirror command is very useful. In the mirror, you're supposed to select the lines first, and then you select the mirror line, and then apply it. Okay. And maybe a circle command at the end. Okay. So far so good. And I may add a few lines. Okay, in the name of efficiency. There is this thing among the engineers, they love to be efficient. So we create holes, we create empty spaces inside the metal. And that's what I'm processing right now. And I think this is about right. And it's as close to what I think is right. And then I'm going to choose a different design at the end. So I'm going to go with the circle command. Maybe another circle. Okay. Now we're going to use trim command, and okay. Control Z. Maybe certain lines are not intersecting each other. Maybe they only look that way. So I have to modify things. Okay. Center line, I don't need it anymore. I can use trim here, here, and trim. Okay. I might need to add another line. Okay. So you're going to remedy. I mean, no one is perfect, so we can make mistakes and errors. You will notice your mistakes and errors. You will remedy that. Okay. It's don't be perplexed. Expect mistakes to happen, and then improve it. So trim command will help you to empty the space here. Okay. You can use extend. What is the opposite of trim command is certainly extend. and extend will work beautifully. Okay, and then you can use trim afterwards. Okay, trim is useful. And certain lines has to be erased. Okay. All right, so this is the minute arm without the axle. The size of the axle is critical, so we're going to make it 1/4 of an inch axle. Okay, so I'm going to create an axle that is 0.25 or 1/4. 0.25. Enter. Okay. All right. So we're ready to extrude. Okay. Entire system. And I think we're ready now at this point. So finish the sketch and change the angle so that we can see what we're doing. Okay. The axle, the one thing about this axle is that it's going to be pipe. It's an empty axle. It's going to be pipe type of axle. It's going to accommodate the second arm axle. Also, second arm axle is 1/8 of an inch, and this is supposed to be slightly over 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so we're talking about probably 3/16 of an inch or so. Okay, so this is the exterior of the axle, and which is 1/4 of an inch. And we need another circle right inside. So I'm going to go back to sketch and add a second circle, which is 3/16 of an inch. So 3/16. Enter. Okay. So that is basically the axle itself. Okay. Cool. And are we ready? Finish the sketch. Let's do the extrusion and extrude. And select the entity to extrude. And certainly it's too much extrusion, so maybe 3/16 of an inch, maybe the extrusion is good. Let's say, how about 1/8 of an inch, 1/8? That's good, okay? However, few things should have been done earlier, so I'm going to select the extrusion again. I'm going to zoom in the part inside, and I want to extrude in this part as well. Okay. And then I want to add a new extrusion in opposite direction. Okay. That is going to be, let's make it 3-inch extrusion. Did I pick it right? Probably not. Okay, I'm going to Control Z this, because it's supposed to be a pipe. Control Z. Okay. I'm double clicking the extrusion, and this is the existing extrusion now. I'm adding an additional extrusion based on the design in the back. So I'm selecting a different 3. Perhaps I should go the opposite side, because the design is on the opposite side. Okay. and that's going to be 3-inch extrusion, and okay. All right, so this is exactly what I had in mind. So when it comes to adding materials, we use already gold. We should pick a different metal, perhaps. They have silver. They have a nickel. Okay. Okay, so this is today's design, and thank you very much for your efforts. And we're going to focus on our arm next time, okay? But this is ready already. We need a hole here. So we need a hole right here so that it accommodates the second, our arm through the hole. So I'm going to go back to original design, okay, and see if I can add a hole. Okay, let's see this. And we have an addition of hole here, and that's the subtraction. Okay. Okay, now it is ready. All right, so a number of things is possible, of course, and you can also modify this, making it look better by using the fillet command, for example, and select the edges to make it rounder, and perhaps 0.2. Well, this is too much. Let's make it 0.1. So this way, everything looks far better with the soft corners and edges and everything. If it doesn't work first time, just try it again one more time, okay? Point 1 seemed to be working good. Let's use fillet command. 0.05, I'm going to try 0.05. We have to make the sharp corners smoother, and that's definitely a good thing to do. And the problem with the sharp corners in metal, it cuts basically the human skin, and also okay, and okay. Okay, and also it scratches on the other metals too. So thank you very much for your time, and this is the minute arm, and in the next lesson there's going to be our arm. Thank you.